The Brevard City Council held its regular meeting on November 6th. During the public hearing period, Senior Planner Emily Brewer introduced proposed text amendments to the Flood Damage Prevention chapter of the city's Code of Ordinances. The City of Brevard standards already exceed the minimum requirements set by the National Flood Insurance Program, which lowers flood insurance premiums for the city's residents by 10%. The proposed changes are primarily intended to align the city's flood development ordinance more closely with the updated requirements in the North Carolina Emergency Management's Model Ordinance, to improve the usability of the chapter, for example, by providing clear requirements for notices of violations, and to consolidate the enforcement, appeal, and variance procedures. Council then took up a discussion of the proposed expansion of the Downtown Development Overlay District, or DDOD. Council members voted to approve staff's original expansion proposal, which extends the DDOD northward along Caldwell and Broad to French Broad Street, requiring new developments in that area to adhere to standards involving build-to lines and the location of residences and mixed-use buildings to the upper floors of new buildings. Council members expressed a continued interest in adopting Planning Board's proposal for a larger expansion of the DDOD that continues northward to Methodist Drive, while also extending southward down Caldwell and Broad toward Varsity Street. But a legal issue prevented them from approving such an expansion at this meeting. Council then directed staff and City Attorney Mac McKellar to begin working on changes to the Code of Ordinances that would endow the Planning Board with more authority to propose map amendments. Council also voted to adopt amendments to the Unified Development Ordinance concerning off-street parking. The right-size parking recommendations in the city's comprehensive land use plan seek to provide the flexibility for different types of development among zoning districts. The amendment calls for the adoption of a three-tiered model for minimum and maximum parking requirements that allows for variation in different development contexts. Tier 1, which includes general residential and general industrial zoning districts, sets parking minimums but no maximums. Tier 2, which includes residential mixed use, neighborhood mixed use, and institutional campus zoning districts, sets both parking minimums and maximums. Tier 3, which includes downtown mixed use and corridor mixed use, sets parking maximums but no minimums. Council then adopted proposed amendments to the city's traffic schedule that eliminated discrepancies between posted speed limits and speed limit information in the schedule, and established a speed limit and no parking area on the newly built Maple Grove Lane. The only item of new business involved the Public Safety Committee's recommendation that the double bollards be replaced with single bollards along the multi-use path in the Railroad Avenue district. Council approved the replacement, with Councilman Aaron Baker noting that all segments of the Estitot Trail should be consistent in appearance. During closing remarks, Mr. Baker asked Mr. McKellar to look into the possibility of council members asking questions during the public hearing period. City Manager Wilson Hooper publicized the burn ban for Transylvania County implemented by the North Carolina Forest Service and the Fire Marshal before previewing the city's water shortage response plan. Dennis Richardson, the water treatment plant operator, described the water levels and treatment capacities that would trigger the plan. Mr. Hooper pledged to provide a full briefing on the city's conservation plan at the November 20th meeting. Finally, Mayor Maureen Koploff noted recent safety improvements around town, celebrated the groundbreaking of the Henderson County end of the Augusta Trail, thanked the Brevard Fire Department, Police Department, and Heart of Brevard for a successful Halloween night and Halloween fest, wished the Marine Corps a happy 248th birthday, and reminded everyone that the Veterans Day ceremony will be held on Saturday, November 11th at 11 a.m. in front of the courthouse. Council then went into closed session to discuss a personnel matter. City Council's next meeting will be held on November 20th, 2023.